Oh. Oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Whiskey's Adventures. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good Christmas, had a good New Year. The first part of the New Year has been good for everybody. This is our first full-length video that we're releasing for 2025. I guess some important announcements I want to make to you guys. Before I get in that, though, I wanted to say I appreciate everybody that's reached out through all the messenger apps and everything else, checking in on us, because here we are near the end of February, and I'm just now getting out to record a video for this year, and I haven't released anything really since Christmas or right before Christmas. So everybody that checked in on my clan, greatly appreciate it. We're all good. Everybody's good. We planned on taking the January off anyways from camping, recording YouTube videos. My family's always got a lot going on at the very beginning of the year, so just took a little break from YouTube from it. And then during that break, I got to thinking, which is the reason why it took almost at the end of February before I could get out here and record another video. But we'll get back to the story in a minute. I see some fish jumping out there, and I want to throw a line in before the sun sets because I got maybe an hour left, and I still got to get the hot stove going. I want to be able to fish because I can see they're jumping out there. So we'll continue the story here in a little bit. Got the hot stove going. Sorry I haven't been talking with y'all so much. Just been soaking in nature, enjoying being unplugged and everything else. So, but I didn't catch anything fishing. I've got the hot stove going now. We'll get it warm, and then I'll be eating dinner here shortly. My dinner tonight, just the normal whiskey special, keeping it cheap. I'm doing beefaronis. I've got 3 cans of it in here with some hot sauce and salt and pepper. And that's what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Just keeping it easy. Probably gonna sit back once it gets dark out and I can't do nothing outside no more. Got my table over here. I got me a new battery bank. And I'm probably gonna hook up and watch me a movie in the hot tent tonight. So I'm gonna end my night myself. Probably, most likely. Why not, right? All right. So let me get my chair in here so I can get off my legs, and then we can continue our conversation. Oh, I'm sinking. I'm sinking. All right, so where was I with that conversation? Oh yeah. So I do appreciate everybody reaching out, making sure me and mine are okay. No. All right. Now it won't sink. Perfect. So we do appreciate that. But like I was saying, I did a lot of thinking during January and most of February. Coming out here and camping was starting to become like a job for me because of YouTube. Trying to keep to a schedule on like a release date every 2 weeks. The channel tried every week, and that's hard to keep up for me because I am a family man, and YouTube is not my full-time job. We don't rely on any income we make from this channel, which is very small, but this ain't my job. So I tried every week, and I think my first year on YouTube, we did a video every week. And I just realized that was too much, so I backed it down to every 2 weeks, and we did it on Mondays, and that's how we've been rolling the channel. But it became like a job for me, where I was having to make sure I got out, make sure I was toting the camera, you know, the tripod and all the extra camera equipment, make sure I've had to, you know, like do rows, you know, like when you land at shore and the scenes you guys get in the videos. You know, you got to do that multiple times. You got to get up here, get your camera set up, row out, and then come back in. You know what I mean? So when you're recording for a YouTube channel, it's like everything you do, you got to do twice. And then after it's all said and done, when you go home, you got, you know, depending on, I guess, the creator and how much time and effort they put into it. You know, for myself, on average, I've got roughly 40 hours of editing on every video I release. Roughly, give or take. Some is less, some are more. But, you know, roughly 40 hours. So, you know, it started to feel like a job where when it come February, when I was ready to go back camping, I wasn't ready to go camping because I was like, I just don't want to deal with all this. You know, and I started debating, do I want to quit this recording for YouTube because it's killing my passion? You know, what do I want to do about that? To fix all that, you know, to get it, you know, where I want to come back out here all the time on a regular basis. And I've been doing a lot of think about it, you know. Sometimes there's a lot more that goes into creating videos on YouTube than I ever dreamed of. I've said it before in past videos. When I first started my channel, I had the full notions. You just walk around with a camera, record everything, and then you just throw it on YouTube, and that was it. I didn't, you know, and you can see the progression. I don't claim to be a great editor or a great YouTuber, nothing like that, right? I don't claim to be that. I simply record my adventures to share it with y'all, and also so my kids one day when dad is no longer on this earth, they have something to look back on to like have memories about dad, right? And that's why I did it and started YouTube. And man, I've learned a lot over the past 3 full years. This video is officially season 4. It's the beginning of 4 years out recording videos for YouTube, and I've learned a lot. And I went back and watched some of my old videos and seen the progression, right? But it was getting to a point, like I said, it was becoming a job, and it was making it where camping wasn't coming out here for me as a passion, just to camp or practice survival skills, whatever my goal was for the weekend when I went out in the woods or on the lake systems or whatever the case may be, you know. I lost the passion, or starting to lose it, because it was like, you got to go out, you have to go out at least every 2 weeks, you got to make sure you record everything, you got to spend all this time putting everything together and put it on YouTube, which is, you know, it's all great because the feedback we get's awesome, and our true followers, people who watch the videos from start to finish, you guys are awesome. But man, this ain't supposed to be a job for me. This is supposed to be my passion that I'm sharing with everybody and having videos for my kids. But enough about that right now. We'll finish up this conversation later. I swear there ain't much left of the conversation. There is a pretty important announcement. It's coming with this whole conversation here or story. But we'll do the last part a little bit later or first thing tomorrow before we pack up and get out of here. But I got the stove going. And again, I apologize for not talking to y'all so much. I normally spend a little bit of time, you know, every couple minutes talking. I just enjoying Mother Nature. But I've got the stove going, camp set up. I did a little bit of fishing with no luck. I haven't checked in with Mama Bear yet. And any of y'all that's been following us any length of time knows I'd normally check in with her right away. So we'll bring you guys back at dinner time, I guess, or something maybe. I don't know. We'll just see how the night goes. But I'm going to jump off here and call Mama Bear real quick and let her know I'm all safe and sound and got the stove going and I'm nice and warm. I'll let your boy. So I got dinner going. It's beefaroni's. Tonight's temperature is supposed to get down to 21 degrees Fahrenheit, which is below freezing. I don't know what that is Celsius. I'll look it up and put it somewhere here. But it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit for tonight's low. I brought good sleep gear. I got my Hammock air mat I'm sleeping on top of with my with my my 10 degree bag. So I'll be good. Plus I got a good base layer and what I brought for sleeping clothes tonight. It'll keep me nice and warm. And I say that's because when I hot tent camp, I don't get up every 2 hours and restock out the stove. I stock it out one good time before I go to bed. Then I lay down and go to bed. When it goes out, it goes out. And then I have some, you know, stuff prepped for first thing in the morning. So when I first wake up, I can get the stove back going. But I don't play the up and down all night to keep a stove going to keep the hot tent warm. I might if I had, you know, Mama Bear with me or my kids with me. But when I go out by myself, nah, not doing it. And the wood I'm burning, I brought with me. I brought, Mama Bear bought me a bundle of that, kiln or whatever treated wood. And then I took my chainsaw and cut the bundles because the logs are too big for my hot stove. Just too long to fit in there, so I always cut the bundles in half. So one bundle equals 2 bundles for me. So she got me a bundle of wood and I cut it all in half. So that should be enough for wood, depending on how late I stay up tonight. And then if I burn it all up tonight, it's not a big deal. There's a stone fire ring out there made out of stones, and there's plenty of wood lying here. I can just get a fire going outside of the tent tomorrow. Let alone I've got my bubble coat and everything else, so I'll be good. Almost. Yep. Wow, that's hot. Set that over there on the logs. How hot it is. I'm hungry. I gotta eat. Looks like we got some cloud cover. Hoping it don't get too dark, or I don't see anything for any snow or rain. I say that because we actually got snow down here in North Carolina the other day. It was awesome. Didn't last but a couple hours, but whatever. I sent photos to Kyle and Kayla up in New York, and they responded, "That's not snow, this is snow." And they sent me photos, beautiful photos too. As a matter of fact, if I still have them, I'll put them in the video right now, actually, while I take these couple bites so you can see them. It's beautiful shots up there. Beautiful photos, right? Hopefully I still have them and you guys just seen them, but they're like, "That ain't snow, this is snow." Well, folks, I'm going to eat my dinner. I would say enjoy the sunset because it's setting behind the camera, but we got clouds, so I'm not going to be able to see the sunset, but I'm just going to enjoy the view of the lake while I eat my dinner. And probably cue some music back on, which means I got to shut the camera off because, you know, copyright issues. I'll check back in with you guys right at bedtime, right before bedtime when it gets dark. Hey everybody, so it's dark out. I'm in the tent for the night. Did a little evening fishing, didn't catch nothing either. Might just be the time of year, who knows. I'm no fisherman, so. But I listened to some music, talked to Mama Bear, listened to some music, and did a little bit of fishing. Just got the stove stocked back out. It's nice and warm in this tent. I think tonight's low is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. We've already talked about that, right? Yeah, we did. All right, either way, so let's just finish up this story that I was telling you guys throughout the video so far. Because if you've made it this far in the video, you're one of our true followers and watch the video all the way through. as a rule. So you made it far enough to the video where you deserve this part of the announcement. So like I was saying, it felt like a job to me and everything else. So what I have decided to do, because it took me some effort to get myself out here to do this video tonight, you know, or this overnight camping trip. You know, and again, it all goes back to, it feels like a job and it's not my passion because I'm, you know, schedule. So I've talked to Al Hunter, I've talked to Mama Bear, I talked to Chloe Bowie, I talked to my whole crew. And what they suggested for me to do is not walk away from YouTube like I was considering doing. They told me to continue doing YouTube, but don't stick to a schedule. Don't do like every 2 weeks on a Monday and premiere your videos. Just when you go out, if you record and release on the channel. And if you go out and you just want it for yourself, just do it for yourself. You know what I mean? That way it brings the passion back and it don't feel like a job. So that's the announcement. That's what we're going to do this year. Is I'm not going to stick to an every 2 week schedule or every week schedule or anything like that. When I get out and I record my videos or record a video and get it edited, I'll upload it. I'm just going to upload it and make it live as soon as it's done. And that's just how we're going to do it. Now, some months that might be a video a week. Other months it might be 2 videos a month. Other months it might just be 1 video a month. I am going to keep to at least one release a month. Minimum, I'm going to do that. But I guess it depends on the month and everything else, what's going on, you know. This is a busy year for us. It's Sydney Al Hunter's senior year, so she's got prom coming up in a month. And then shortly after that, she'll have graduation. And it's just, it's busy. And I don't know. I'm not going to make excuses, but I don't want to be out here and do this and get burnt out and feel like this is a job, because it's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be relaxation for me to unplug. I record it, make videos for my family. So like I said earlier, one day I'm gone, my kids have something to watch and remember their dad by. And, you know, and at some point because I was recording videos anyways before I started the YouTube game. And now the whole world gets to see it. So again, I do appreciate everybody's support we've been getting. If I lose any followers because I'm not going to stick to a schedule, you know, it is what it is. I got to take care of, you know, me, my mental health and everything else. I'm not saying I'm disturbed or, you know, got issues going on. I just don't want this to feel like I'm out here doing a job, because that's not what this is supposed to be about for me at all. So that's my big announcement. So after this video, I honestly don't know when the next one will be coming out. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks. I know I've got another tent that I'm wanting to do a review video on soon, though. I do know that because I've put it through its paces. It's about time I do a review on this tent. Not the tent I'm in tonight. This is the tent I got for Christmas. I've camped one other time in this tent. The only new addition to this camping trip is Mama Bear got me one of those solar battery backup units for Valentine's, which is awesome. It gives me plenty of power, so when I go out more than 1, 2, 3 nights in a row, I've got plenty of battery power for whatever my electronical needs is. And it's cool with that because I can plug in laptops into it. You know, I can plug everything. It's pretty cool. It's not one of the name brand ones or whatever. I'll stick the Amazon link to it in the description. By no means, I'm not telling you all to go buy it. I'm not advertising it. I'm not doing a review on it or anything like that. It's just so you can see the what I'm using for power while I'm out here on this trip. It's pretty cool though. Check it out. It's the first time ever using it. I literally showed up at my house this morning, so this is the first time I'm using it to charge things. So, you know, pretty cool. I appreciate that, Mama Bear. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy my hot stove. I was thinking about cooking up some hot chocolate. I brought some hot chocolate out here on this trip, so I might even cook me up some hot chocolate. But I think it's late enough in the night now. There's no light. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to prop everything up right here on my little table. I'm going to close down the tent so it gets nice and warm in here. and I'm just gonna watch a movie and enjoy the rest of my night watching movies. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Holler at your boy. Hey everybody, I know I said goodnight already for the night, but I just got done watching Hidden Hammock's interview with Gravedigger's video, and when that video ended, a great interview, by the way, Hidden Hammock. When you see this video, Gravedigger, it was an awesome interview. Can't wait to see your guys' ventures when Gravedigger gets over there to New Zealand. But right when the video ended, back to what I was saying, right when the video ended, when I was just scrolling to figure out what I was going to watch next, I heard the coyotes, like a huge pack of them. I'm camping on an island too, so, but there's a huge pack of coyotes over on the mainland going crazy. So what I want to do is I'm going to be quiet for a minute and see if the mic will pick them up, because it sounds like a pretty big pack. I hear them all the time when I come camping in this area, but this sounds like a huge pack. And I'm camping right next to a wildlife preserve as well, too. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and see if the mic can pick them up. I think are they done? I don't hear them anymore. Figures right when I get the camera, they stop. All right, well, I'm gonna go let you guys go for the night. We'll talk to you in the morning for real this time, unless the coyotes start picking back up again. I'm gonna keep the camera right next to me, so if they do, I can just grab it real quick. But if they don't, then we'll talk to you guys tomorrow with our coffee. Holler at your boy. Ooh. Good morning, everybody. It is cold. It got cold last night. It is currently 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what? -1 degree Celsius? I know it's right. Am I right? I think I'm right. Either way, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 2 degrees below freezing in the Fahrenheit scale. I don't know what that is Celsius, but I'll pop it up right here, what it is in Celsius for the rest of the world. I slept good though, I'm not gonna lie. I stocked the stove out real good last night, and then curled up in my sleeping bag with the bag opened up and went to bed, and I think it was around midnight, 12:30, something like that. And then when the stove went out and it started cooling down in the tent as the temperature dropping, and obviously it woke me up, and then I closed my bag up around me and went back to sleep. Stayed asleep until about 6:30 this morning, where my bladder was about to blow up because, well, you know, I drank a couple dews before bedtime like an idiot. I went to go pee, and I had no intentions of getting up at 6 o'clock this morning either. None. Zero. I wanted to sleep as long as possible. I woke up at 6 because I had to pee. When I come out of this tent, the stove has been out for hours. went peed and come back in the tent. It was daggone cold in this tent. I wasn't even going to crawl back in that sleeping bag. I immediately started the stove and just stayed awake. Now it's nice and cozy in the tent, even with the door cracked open so I can look out. I mean, the left-hand side of my body is a little chilly from the door exposure, but the right side where the stove is pretty warm. It is currently 7:30 right now, or 7:34 when I started recording. But Owl Hunter had to be at work at 7, so that means Mama Bear's up, but she's probably back home and back in bed. She told me she was going to drop her off at work and come home and go back to bed. Asked me not to call her until around 8 o'clock in the morning. So I got another 30 minutes or so before I can call Mama Bear. And then I don't know how late I'm going to stay out here today. I got to go back to work tomorrow. So imagine I'll be out of here before noon today. Well, I got to anyways, because Sid gets off work. Owl Hunter gets off work at, I think, 2 today. So Mama Bear's got to have time to get me home, let me unload the truck, and then go get Owl Hunter from work. But, so I'll probably start loading up the canoe probably around 9-ish, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to play it out, because obviously I got to let the stove go out and let it cool down, and it's too cold to do that right now, so I might be here later than I wanted to today, too. Who knows? I'm going to sit here and enjoy my my hot cup of coffee. Enjoy the view I have and stay warm. Because there's nothing else to do right now, right? How's your boy? Hope everybody slept good. I know I did while I slept. All right, so right where I'm standing is the center of where my tent was. As you can see, everything around me is nice and clean. No trash, debris, leave no trace. The ashes for my hot stove, there's a fire ring that's over there. I poured them in that fire ring, and then I dumped water over top of them. And that's how I disposed of my ashes from my hot stove. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get, and I'm gonna drag that boat to put it in the water. We'll do a little bit of talking once we get in the water, but I want to get this down in the water. I'm hoping the canoe's not too heavy for me to drag with all my gear in it, because I'm minus food, I'm minus a bunch of ice water, I'm minus a bunch of wood, so it should be easy. But let's get down to the lake real quick, and then we'll finish our conversation and say goodbyes down there. We're leaving the island. The island's right there. First time back out this year. It felt awesome to get back out here and get reminded why I come outdoors all the time and disconnect from with everybody and just enjoy nature. It was awesome. Had a nice paddle yesterday, did some fishing, hung outside the tent, and then once it got dark, I hung out inside the tent. Once it was dark, I just laid in the tent and watched YouTube videos and other creators that I follow, and just that's what I did until about midnight, went to bed, and then woke up 6 o'clock this morning. Again, everybody that reached out through January and February, because we didn't release videos for all of January and most of February, to check in on and make sure everything was okay, because we normally release a video every 2 weeks. We do greatly appreciate that. I can't say that enough. It's like I was saying yesterday, I don't want to get burned out, so we're just going to do away with the schedule, a time frame premiering. When I record them, I'll release them, and then you guys will all see it. If I lose subscribers due to that, then I mean, it is what it is. For the ones of you who are real fans and really enjoy our content, you guys will stick it out and you'll see it pop up in your feeds. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we release videos. All of our channel members and Patreon members, your names are listed below. Thank you very much. As always, I don't have too much more to say, I don't think. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. And we'll see you on the next adventure. You already know how we do it. Holler at your boy.